Is Oscar Piastri better than Lando Norris? Before we answer this question, please help support this channel by hitting the like and subscribe buttons below. Now let's get started. How good is Oscar Piastri? And will he end up better than Lando? Oscar Piastri joined the F1 grid in 2023 after a public fallout with his previous team, and some could say benefactor, Alpine. Piastri was hot property in the motorsport world, having been one of the few of the new generation of drivers that has won F3 and F2 at their first attempt. The only other two drivers on the grid to have done this are George Russell and Charles Leclerc. Alpine, having been blindsided by Piastri signing with Mclaren for the 2023 season, took their case to arbitration in the hopes of retaining their driver, or at the very least getting some compensation for the time and effort they had put into preparing him for F1. To cut a long story short, Alpine lost their case. But was Oscar's decision to go to McLaren a good one? Well, given the jump in performance that McLaren made during the 2023 season, I think it's safe to say it was. Judging Oscar Piastri's own performance, however, is a little bit more difficult. Now some fans, given the highs Oscar achieved during the season, would say his performance was great, especially for a rookie. Using this prism to assess drivers' abilities is probably why a lot of casual fans are quick to proclaim some dominant drivers as GOATs of F1. True fans know this can be deceiving, and the only way you can really assess a driver is how they do against quality teammates who are driving the same car. For me, there was only one big weakness in Piastri's performances in his first season in F1. That was his race pace compared to Lando. Having essentially been close or even surpassed Lando in some qualifying sessions, Oscar always seemed to be much slower come race day. Some people may say he's a rookie, he just needs to learn how to set up the car properly. But what if the reason Oscar was slow in races and fast in qualifying was precisely because he'd set the car up like this on purpose? If McLaren are looking for their second driver to be on par with Lando, then the smart option, especially if you're new to the team, is to be able to match him in either qualifying or race pace if you can't do both. You definitely don't want to be slower in both qualifying and race pace because that definitely wouldn't inspire the bosses. I'm sure Piastri's manager, Mark Webber, told him the same thing. Piastri's comparable qualifying pace lets his bosses know that he's got talent and they just need to work with him on fixing his race pace. So I'm assuming that's what's happening during this winter break, and we'll all get to see how an improved Oscar stacks up against Lando again in the 2024 season. As for whether Oscar is better than Lando, only time will tell. Thanks for watching. Help support this channel by sharing this video and hitting the like and subscribe buttons below. Till next time.